Woo, y'all. I think this is my fourth video today. I want to talk a little bit about Medi-Cal. Now, Medi-Cal is California's name for Medicaid. I hope I'm getting that right. Anyway, I talked to y'all about this in a previous video for Terry. Now I'm going to tell you how it would affect me, or how I would be able to afford to have Medi-Cal again, and what it would mean. With my income down as low as it is now, I would qualify for Medi-Cal. Now, beginning December the 1st, at least here in California, the income requirement used to be $1,200 and a few dollars. If you made more than that a month, then you would not qualify for Medi-Cal. So I had it before, y'all know that, and when I lived in my van, and before I started making, very much money on my channel, I qualified for it. And then when I did not qualify for it any longer, I let them know. Which it doesn't matter, you can let them know yourself, or they can discover it randomly by looking at your Social Security card, or information, I should say. I prefer to be up front. So anyway, the benefit to me having Medi-Cal would be a few things. Number one, I would no longer have to pay a Humana, or whoever that is, I have a drug plan with, and that is to help me save on my prescriptions. That's $35 a month. I would no longer have to pay anything for my medications, and that would save me at least $100 a month. And then I would no longer have to pay Part B on my Social Security. That would be taken care of by Medi-Cal. That means, and that's $148 a month that Medi-Cal would save me. And the other thing is, I would not have to pay any co-pays when I saw my doctor or my psychiatrist or any other doctor. Now, of course, y'all know, because of COVID, I have still gone in to see my medical doctor, but my psychiatrist checks in on me once a month. So that's $35 every time. So it would also save me from that. So y'all, that would be a lot to me. It might even be enough to allow me to stay in my cottage, which I would dearly love to do, but on a very low income, $600 a month for rent and utilities is so cheap for California. But when you live on your Social Security, that's a lot. If you take into consideration van insurance, gas, groceries, incidentals, that paper stuff. So, I mean, I have never been so frugal in my little life. Well, that's not entirely true. I mean, when I was a single parent and I lost my job, well, yeah, I was frugal then too. Trying to find a parking space out here, y'all. Anyway, so I just wanted to explain that to y'all, and I'm going to apply and see what happens. Now, if I were to make, I'm parking a number 350. I'm calling Con Am about this parking thing. This is ridiculous. But anyway, then what happens is, like, if I started, getting with the program and making more money on my channel or whatever, I started selling Tupperware, you report that. And then I think the way it works is it's like food stamps. Well, they call it EBT now, because you have a little card. They tell you when you get an EBT card, even if you quit using it, don't get rid of it. I think I have one somewhere from back when I lived in the van. But I think that Medi-Cal is kind of like your EBT card. You still have an account, it's just inactive. And then say, boom, my income went back down. Then I could let them know that and then receive those benefits. Now, y'all, that's a lot of up and down, and that's very complicated for me. Jerry researches everything for me and sends me links to stuff. Sometimes, if the print's too small, I don't even read it. Y'all, I just don't have that same ability to go through that stuff and make sense out of it. At least a lot of it. I used to help other people with theirs, like Jerry does for me with mine. But so I thought I'd just share that with y'all because it's such an interesting aspect to my life. And I've been on the phone forever, and I hate being on the phone. Do you know Jerry and I may have had 2 very short conversations on the phone the whole time that we've been friends? He does not like to talk on the phone. His mother is just about the only person. Or if he has to do like some kind of business like Amazon or something like that, the phone company, the cable company, whatever, he has so much patience and I just don't. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I guess I would be able to do without Jerry, but some things would just come to a screeching halt. Anyway, he's such a good guy. I mean, he is always helping me. I wonder if he secretly thinks that I'm a filthy rich witch, a rich witch, a rich which that's hard, y'all, to say. But you know, he just does and does stuff for me, and now he helps me with Terry. He found some little bookcases the other day on Craigslist that were free, and he went over there and he picked them up, and then he got a dolly and he took them upstairs. And I mean, he is always helping Terry now. He brought some really good stuff, better than a tarp, and put Terry's scooter out on the balcony underneath the covered part. So that man, I tell you what, he's not an angel, but he's pretty close. Pretty close. He's bringing Toby over this afternoon because Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are mom days. And she's had more since she's, you know, had her knee replacement. She had that done a while back. But he's a doll. And, you know, I wish I could share him with you, but I lent him to Stephanie one afternoon, but that's it. You know, I'm just not. I'll give you this shirt right off my back if you want it. And these blue jeans, socks, shoes, whatever you want. But not my Jerry. Can't do it. So anyway, y'all, do what I tell you to. Have fun. Do something fun. And please be safe. I'm very serious about that. So I'm going in. I'm at Terry's. And the office told me to get with him because we don't know what his email address was or a PIN number that somebody used to start setting him up and then not finishing it. So we have to know what that is, because when you start an application, it'll match your number up and your name up, and it'll say, oh, this person already has an account. So I have to go in and get with Terry, call that number back, ask for an eligibility worker, and he can give verbal permission over the phone. Now, y'all, I'm glad. And then I'll be able to do his application for him. But y'all, I could get Jerry to be Terry. That's kind of, I don't know. You better start writing your stuff down. I mean, look up, figure out what your old phone numbers were. All those secret answers to those questions you get asked, you know, for stuff like, who is the first name of your first grade teacher? Who was your best friend in the 5th grade? What is your mother's maiden name? Who was your you know, I mean, they ask you all, what was your first pet's name? You know, you need to write that stuff down and don't put it in your cell phone. If you lose your cell phone, it could be gone forever. So y'all start keeping up with that stuff. I can't tell you how many times that I have had to change a password because I forgot. Okay, the end of this video was a while back. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.